Galaxies are moving away from us. That is the evidence that we live.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, why are you telling to people that these galaxy groups moving away from us? Your theory, this Big Bang cult theory, what your high priest telling to people, it's telling that these galaxy groups stay in same area in space. But however, they are more far away from each other, even they don't moving in space away. Why are you telling that people this wrong idea that there is this kind of movement, that these galaxy groups moving in space away from each other? Because it's not that way with your theory. There is this kind of God, like expanding space. And that's why we have like a galaxy group and other galaxy group, and these galaxy groups don't moving in space. Stay in same area, but are however more far away from each other later, because the space between these galaxy groups expanding some way to somehow what nobody can explain. And one thing more, Neil deGrasse Tyson, don't ever explain your God with any kind of balloon. You know, this balloon expanding in space to the outside space, which already exists. And this balloon surface, it's very skinny, but it's three-dimensional. And there is separate nuclei of atoms which moving in space relative to each other. And this space, which is just three-dimensional state, which is nothing, giving possibility for that balloon expansion to the outside space which already exists. Because these separate nuclei of atoms can move in relative to each other. Space giving possibility for this kind of thermal expansion and these kind of things. But you don't have any clue what kind of God it is, this your God expanding space, and you can't explain with words or visually way what the fuck happening for your God expanding space when it's expanding. You can only believing that there is this kind of God. So it is not space which doing these tricks like curving, bubbling, waving and expanding. No way. It is not space which expanding. Nuclei of atoms, there is this kind of congestion areas, traffic areas, which expanding. And there is expanding energy which pushing inside these traffic areas all the time more and more and more. And this expanding energy is moving in space and it can pushing inside expanding quarks. And this expanding quarks inside pressure getting bigger, but it's not. Because this quarks expanding to the outside space which already exists. Nuclei of atoms expanding and recycling dark expanding energy, which have a nature of electrons and photons, you know. There's pushing out this kind of dark energy like trillions and trillions separate expanding particles with just recycling expanding energy with each other. And when you send one expanding photon that way where is expanding nuclei of atom, that expanding photon can interact with this trillions dark expanding energy particle and they spawn new expanding electron. And you, an atom physicist, you thinking about that there was already this electron. But there was not. You create new expanding electrons with expanding light, what you send in that way where is expanding nuclei of atoms. And this is the keyword theory of everything. You are never going to get theory of everything for physics if you believe in this kind of hocus pocus space which can play tricks. Forget the stupid idea that space can play tricks. Albert Einstein opened physics Pandora box with this stupid idea that space can curve. There is light waves which is dark for us, and these light waves expanding and interact with each other and get each other expanding faster and faster. That's why expanding light moving faster and faster, same way what matter and light expanding. And there is billions years old expanding light, which entropy already works like billions of years. So there is very small scale energy which can collide with photons, with expanding photons which moving near stars like sun and near galaxies. And there is pushing force which pushing this light that way where is galaxy or star. And that's the explanation for gravitational lensing phenomena. And also we can explain that cosmologists were redshifted light. That's the way that this old expanding light, it's not moving that so fast, but new expanding light moving inside our expanding galaxy group. And when this old expanding light coming inside these galaxy groups where we live in, this expanding light interact with each other, and new one can accelerate this old expanding light movement speed, and then this old redshifting, you know. And you don't need this kind of God like expanding space. And this is science what I tell you. We can try to manipulate light moving direction with billions years old light if we make science experiment. But you can't make science experiment with your God. You can't get this your God expanding space to expanding faster or anything at all. You can only believing that there is this kind of God like the expanding space. It's fucking stupid idea, you know, Neil DeGrasse Tyson. So stop explaining your God with any kind of balloon. Don't explain your God with balloon, because your God is so stupid idea, this expanding space. So stop explaining your God with any kind of balloon and just start read my blog. Uusi Suomi blog. You just Google Savorinen and go read how universe really works. Okay, Einstein was wrong with curving space, but right with relative time, but also substance volume, it is also relative. And this is the keyword theory of everything. Okay, Google Savorinen. Cheers.